Actually north of the lake, because south of the lake, this is especially time of year where we see the big difference in our temperatures for those lows because of that warmer lake water. We do expect pretty pleasant weather though coming up this week. You will notice a warming trend with temperatures getting into the upper 80s, and especially those morning lows coming up a little bit, but actually it's a pretty slow warming trend, so this looks like a really lovely week. We do expect possibly some rain and a cold front on either Sunday or early next week. It's really too early to say just yet. Models are not in good agreement and we're a whole week out from then. But I would kind of count on, or at least pay attention to Sunday and early next week for maybe some scattered showers and some thunderstorms. October is typically our driest month of the year on average, so getting a little rain in the mix could be a good thing. Temperatures right now in the upper 50s, ranging all the way to 74 at downtown. I was showing you our morning lows were pretty cool on the North Shore. I know it felt kind of like that chilly feel that south of the lake, maybe you didn't get quite as much, but we are looking for those warm afternoons to continue. So that is one thing when you have this kind of dry air, it's able to cool down at night, and then we're heating right back up with a big, what we call diurnal range between the lows and the highs. Tonight still looks nice and cool though, and in fact, our lows this morning were even lower than models were indicating. So tonight and tomorrow morning, you're looking at lower 50s north of the lake and lower 60s south. This is one model's idea of what we could wake up to tomorrow, but again, kind of overperforming on the North Shore here with those temperatures from this morning, making it to 51. Some spots on the North Shore could get even cooler than this, probably lower 50s or middle 50s if you're on the North Shore, and 60s south of the lake. So another low humidity, pleasant kind of start to the day. Sunny and warm tomorrow with highs around 85. Your planner is lots of sunshine and overall just a really nice continuation of what we've had so far this weekend. We do have high pressure in place, and all we're really going to see is high pressure pretty much staying in control over the next several days. Looking quickly out to the East Coast, there is some disturbed weather, especially in the Northeast, with a non-tropical low spinning right off the coast of the Northeast U.S. So a lot of rain actually over the Northeast, New England, and around New York. So all the way through tomorrow, they're expecting a couple more inches of rain, gusty winds, and temperatures in the 50s. So a very different kind of feel from those warm, sunny 80s that we're going to be experiencing here in South Louisiana. Looks like things should improve for the Northeast on Tuesday. High temperatures here, though. The average is 82. It'd be nice to be hitting that this time of year, but we are surging a little bit above that, I think, every day this week. And then glancing ahead to our European model showing next weekend, possibly some rain. Now, not every model has this. The GFS has a different idea, doesn't have all this rain and the cold front with it, although it did before. So they're kind of jumping around a little bit, but you can see the idea. Rain into Sunday, maybe Sunday night, and then potentially early Monday. Possibly still some rain around. So I would just keep your eye on this. I know this is a big weekend with outdoor activities planned, festivals and things like that. So looks like possibly some rain either Sunday or maybe early next week. If that gets pushed back a little bit, that could be a good thing for Sunday events. In the tropics, we're almost to the midpoint of October. No tropical threats here at home, but there's one tropical wave already set to move north way out over the central or even close to eastern Atlantic. So this one now has a high chance of development in the next week or so. The next name on the list is Lorenzo, after we had that very brief Karen. So Lorenzo, Melissa, and Nestor would be next on the list. We do not expect any kind of threats here at home, though. Our 7-day forecast is showing that warm up. Notice your North Shore temperatures probably in the 50s all the way through Wednesday. South of the lake, lower to middle 60s. And then we start to see a little increase back into the 60s by Thursday into the weekend on the North Shore, and upper 60s south. I think also by Thursday, that's when humidity levels will start to go up just a little bit, as around the high pressure we may see more easterly and southeasterly winds. So that would nudge dew points from the nice dry 50s where we've been into the 60s. Still pretty pleasant, but a little muggier than what we saw over the weekend. And keep your eye again on the forecast. Right now, a slight chance of rain Friday and Saturday for next weekend. Looks like maybe late in the weekend or again early next week for that rain chance.
In a